going to do a reading using my Labyrinth Through Time. So let's just explain a little bit about Labyrinth Through Time and what it's all about. I developed Labyrinth Through Time with so much faith in its outcomes, its answers, whether it's predictive reading or mediumship reading, charm casting, or using cards. So it's actually about 5 or 6 divination systems all in one. So what do you get with your Labyrinth? You get your book, you get your tin, it's a lovely screw tin, and I've done it in this screw tin because that's your one-stop kit. In your book, you do have, if you're a person who likes to just sit and study, it's got all the images and so on, step by step. You also get a 45-minute demo video that comes with this kit. So if you're not a person to sit and study books, which is pretty much like me, you can just whiz through your video. So what comes in the kit? We'll bring it all out here. Now, charms here are completely optional. They don't come standard with the kit, but I've put them there because it's surprising the amount of people who already have a great big charm bucket, but they often purchase the charm kits to go with this to keep it all in one system. So even when you've got duplicate charms. But the charms are optional. So you get a mat, and the mat here is a spandex, and that's lovely and stretchy, and it's washable and it's reversible. So we have one side, let me just bring my camera up a bit. We have one side that has all the alphabet, the clock face, which is timings, and all these symbols. So when you are using this side I like to use for mediumship. When I'm after or trying to contact people who have crossed over, this is the perfect size to do so. You also get a amethyst pendulum, and that is used when we're going into our confirmations for yes and no, but also asking is our spirits present and so on. We also get a 12-sided dice, because dice is great for timings. We also get in the kit is cards. Now there is 25, hang on, I'll just turn that around. There is 25 image cards, and these 25 images are all these images that are printed on the mat. So when we also have 11 subject matter cards. So we've got pros and cons, 3 months, 6 months, 12, what's hidden, further advice, do this, don't do this, hopes and fears. So we have all the cards that go with it as well. We can use this side, like I said, for mediumship readings. You can use it for predictive. There is a lot of information, and when doing a reading, it does really add on layer plus layer plus layer. So the very first thing, if I am doing a mediumship reading, and please excuse me, I have had pneumonia, so I'm very out of breath in a lot of ways. But the very first way you use it is you use your pendulum over the key. And the key is your starting point. So when I would look at this, I'd say, is there any spirits? And my pendulums always swing anti-clockwise for yes. So hopefully you can see it. Is there any spirits here? Yes, there always is in this room. I'm in my tea room. So I then go and ask, is it male or female? So is it female? I really hope it is female. Hang on, I'm trying to picture it so we can see it. I can't see it. Oh, sorry about my hand in the way. So is it female? Oh, yes, so it is female. So when we are looking and working out which person or relative, we then go, mature age female is rose, mature age male is pipe, young person would be pram. So if I'm going there to the pram, I say, is this a young female? No. Okay, so it's an older female that's present. I'm actually going to take a punt and ask, it is my mother, and her name was Joan. So I'm going to go up here to the letter J. So, is that my mum, Joan? I'm getting little yeses. I'm getting bigger yeses. Okay, so I know the spirit present is my mother, Joan. So what we now do is we go to our charms and we pick just one charm first of all to place in the centre. So because the key means what direction, what opportunities, what avenues, doors are you about to unlock. And it's got the bells. Bells means announcements, something about saying things that are public. So when I'm asking what information, Mum, do you need to tell me, the bells here would tell me announce things, go public, don't hide, literally. Okay, I won't hide. I haven't been, so I've just been very thick. So I'm now going into my charms and I'm doing a little scatter. I won't go in and do the whole thing because it'll be here for a month of Sundays. So now I'm just drawing another little scatter. I've got the lion on the mum, on the lady. I'm a Leo, but the lion there would tell me hold strong. Being the female would also represent not just my mother, but myself as well. So it would tell me about standing strong and tall. I've got the kisses here between the numbers 1 and 2. Now, numbers are often about timing, so it would tell me in the next 1 to 2 months, yes, there'll be some fun, some laughter, some light-hearted things, and kisses often about mini celebrations. I've got castle sitting on castle, or tower on tower, regardless. Tower in T is totally different to tower in tarot. Castle on castle means looking at the business because it often means about your career or your business. To have castle on castle would tell me that's the area I need to look at, it's the area I need to make announcements and stand strong and tall. Round here I've got the hot air balloon, and the hot air balloon is sitting between the letter S and T. Now, letters are often a name of a person, place or thing. So the S could be Swanston Street. The balloon is about letting go or relieving pressure. So it's something to do with either a person, place or thing between the S and the T. Letters also have a energy about them. And the letter S actually is what we call a number 1 energy. So it is about self and standing in your powers to do so. The letter T is a number 2 energy, which is about duality, working hand in hand, balance, cooperation. So it is sort of a mixture between the two. Up here we've got the spoon, and the spoon is about sharing and generosity. Think of it Sunday roast, break bread with other people around you. It's on the rose. So again, it is about sharing things with females, and rose is mature females. We've also got the bridge here sitting on number 9. And that again, the 9 is the timing. So it would tell me up to the 9th month. There is some things that I need to probably announce, let go of some stress, share some ideas with some other good friends and people in order to connect the links of where I am now and where I am going. So that's sort of very nutshell version. And then you can do another layer and scatter if you wish. So this is where you bring your cards into play if you want extra info. So if you want to give extra info, and I'll just say, okay, up here where the castle is, I'm just going to draw 2 cards. Again, strong female, mature female influence here. So it's something to do with my business. Can be the growth where I am showing and telling more good things that has a female aspect to it or a softer energy. So if I want to come over here to the bridge and say, what's going on with the bridge? It's a home-based business and it's the link between home and financing, which is money. So you can use there. If you want to use your word cards, you can actually, I'm just going to bring out these ones. I'm going to say, so what's going on in 3 months, 6 months, and 12 months? And you can either use charms or you can't. So I'm just going to draw one for each month. Okay. I've got the rose on 3 months, which is bloom and grow and display. I've got the lighthouse on 6 months, which means safe journeys, good things are opening. And I've got the comb on 12 months. And comb literally means working out the finer details. Think of combing your hair 100 times, you were told as a child, and getting rid of the knots. So it makes it all nice and silky. So the comb literally means working through the knots. And that is it's 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. You can also use your dice if you want to say, okay, I want to know more about the timing here. So I can use the dice. Whoops, I'm out of screen. It's landed on 5. So it would still tell me something to bloom, grow within that 5-month time frame. And that's something that I do need to have a look at. So that's just a very quick overview of that side of the mat. I'll just pop all these back in order. And I'll show you the other side. The other side's really, really handy if you do quick readings, if you have somebody at a party or a dinner or whatnot, and just when people say, may I have a general reading? That is the worst possible sentence someone could say to me. I've got a real problem with that. The general reading gives you a general answer. So this side is what we call the life wheel. And I call it the life wheel because of the 8 major sections that we deal with in our lives. And in the actual book, we have a whole section on the life wheel where I talk about predictive readings. So where we go into this one. And there's a whole heap of questions that you go into with these types of areas. So if you were doing just a general reading for somebody, there's a couple of ways you can do it. You can mix your charms and you can just drop and scatter. And what doesn't land in the section is information that they don't need to know. Or you can go in and scatter through your charms, and you could say, okay, I'll have 2 charms on that one, 2 charms on that one, 2 charms, and so on. And then you just read. So there's many other ways. The center point is the sun, so it's like your solar plexus. And again, you can start with a charm in the middle. What gives you joy? What makes you alive? What radiates you? So there's many different ways you can use this. Again, you can still use this with your word cards and your picture cards. You can still use your dice for its timings, and you can still use your pendulum for your confirmation of yes or no. So that is Labyrinth Through Time. And it is an amazing system, and I'm very, very proud of it. And it has been so popular because it gives you all the answers in a one-stop kit, and it all packs in there nicely. And the charm kits that I've got in there is my starter kit plus my add-on kit. And that's all you need. That's good to go.